Hi everyone, I'm going to be talking to you about construction technology today and how I've used the future AEC software specification to help drive forward how we can adopt construction technology. So my name's Allister Lewis, I'm an architect and I'm a BIM manager by background. I've been working in the industry for about 25 years and I've founded Automated Data-Driven Design, which is all about construction technology and improving workflows and how we work together and digitization within the construction industry. And I consider myself now an expert in construction technology solutions, and it's what we're going to focus on very much today. So the construction technology market is growing really, really fast, which is really amazing because all of this amazing digital technology out there is being applied into the construction industry. And it's due to double in size by 2030. So we can see that there's a huge amount of investment going on in this area. And AI is fueling that a lot more, which is really exciting, but there are an amazing or a daunting array of solutions out there now. So what we're really looking for is a way of actually distinguishing what's useful, what isn't useful for us, and what helps make our jobs easier on a day-to-day basis. So with all of these different solutions out there, one of the key things is about how do we adopt and how do we assess new construction technology consistently? And that's what we're looking at today. So currently what we have is a market where we do have some really large incumbents. I think people like Autodesk and Trimble and Hexagon are very large companies. And unfortunately, they do restrict access to those smaller, more niche companies that are out there now, and they do make it difficult to find them. And then, you know, as AEC professionals, architects, engineers, and construction professionals, it's a struggle to find these new solutions given the shortage of time and resources to find those quickly and easily. And we know that construction as a wider industry needs to make much better use of this construction technology because we need to improve productivity, we need to improve sustainability, and we have huge challenges in terms of development that are coming our way over the next few years. And we need ways of working better towards those. In the last couple of years, there's been a letter to Autodesk kind of trying to discuss and show the frustrations that the wider industry has with their software solutions like Revit, which were not progressing as quickly as possible to suit professionals' needs. And there was a lot of kind of activity 2 years ago on this to Autodesk to try and get them to change the way they worked and to put much more development work into those really large, stable software solutions like Revit, which really needed to be moved forwards. Now, the outcome of that was that the future AEC software specification was developed by a group of architects in the UK and abroad as well to actually say, look, we can work much better and we can tell the software industry what we're really looking for. And as it says here, it was a rallying cry for the construction tech to imagine the future tools that we need to shape the world around us. And that had a number of different criteria in it. There's 10 different criteria, and each one of those talks about how software in the future should be working more effectively for us. So what you can see on the other side is that you've got these smaller, nimble construction technology companies which are turning up to basically challenge the existing status quo. They're innovatively solving niche problems within the industry, and they're trying to engage with users much quicker. And they know that they could work as part of an ecosystem of new software, maybe alongside those large incumbents like Revit, or they may be doing something slightly quicker and better as a niche offering alongside those and other software solutions. So over the last 5 years or so, I've been collating a database of different construction technology software. This is around to about 860 different pieces of software now. And this demonstrates that the industry is growing really, really fast. And as I said, these software solve big and small problems within the industry across all the work stages and all the different types of professional disciplines and project types and sectors. And what they're really looking for is to be much more discoverable to the industry, and they want to work as part of that wider workflows that we already have. So this is that software specification in use. You can see the 10 categories at the top of the screen here. So to pick out one of them, MMC, modern methods of construction and design for manufacture and assembly. We know we need to make construction better, simpler, more standardized, off-site for better quality and better productivity within the construction industry. And this software specification now exists, which is really great, and it's out there and you can search for this online and find it. But what we wanted to try and look at is how software users can benefit from this framework, and how we could use it to score and assess the maturity of software consistently. So what we're looking to try and do is benchmark software so that we can say, actually, this software has this range, or this criteria it does really well, and this software can be assessed against that in a comparative way. And the idea is that software vendors can look at this to understand how they can be performing, and then software users can actually use that to inform the way that they choose software. So the solution to this is that I've built a platform for construction technology software. So what you can see here is the marketplace that we've created. So this isn't a list, and it's not a web directory. This is a true e-commerce marketplace where, when you want to find software quickly and easily, you can go here and search for software, and there's 50 categories already established, and there's over 80 products already in here, and that's growing on a day-to-day basis as more people come on board. So the idea here is that people can find software quickly and easily. It's a platform, so software companies themselves manage their store and their products within that, and there's lots of different ways that they can market themselves within there. They can do it as a link to their website, affiliate link programs, or they can sell through the website as well. And the idea here is that this is an innovative kind of approach which doesn't exist at the moment, but it means for users they can find excellent products really quickly and easily. And you can see some of our partners on this slide. In addition to this, what we've also started to build is a testing environment, what we call a sandpit. Using a virtual desktop infrastructure, we can create a virtual environment which allows users to overcome those internal hurdles when they want to test software, that they can just go into a virtual environment, spin up the software that they want to use, and start testing it quickly and easily, so that you don't have to go through IT and admin to get this installed and tested and verified beforehand. We can create that environment for you, and it is a safe and secure way of doing that. And then going back to the future AEC software specification, we've created a criteria here, which you can see on the left, which goes through that whole framework and says, actually, what sort of questions should we be asking of this software to find out how it works and whether it's applicable to the way that we want to work. And the idea, crucially, is to have consistency in that process. And this detailed scoring process brings that rigor to that process. And what we've also done within here is create a weighted scoring approach. So for each of those different criteria in the assessment, you can say, actually, MMC, for example, is really important, so you can upgrade that, or and downgrade other ones depending on your priorities. And what we're looking to do here is, again, software users to use it to compare across products, and software vendors to use this to guide their roadmap a little bit. And the aim behind this is not for all software to reach 100%, but to be relevant, consistent, and comparable against others in the same class. So we're looking to try and say, how does this work? How do we get this to similar software to work in the same sort of way? And then what we'll do at the end is have top scorers in certain categories to mitigate, that sort of homogeneous scoring approach. And then in addition to that, we've got the report writer. So the idea is you take a standard template, lots of the information that goes in there, like cost, technical specifications, and kind of description of the software can be pre-populated, and then people can then create a report really quickly and easily and get that in front of decision makers in a much more efficient manner. So it compresses that whole process from decision, from challenge identification through getting a decision, and then adoption of that software. So the result of that is, the idea is that we get solutions in front of decision makers faster, compress that identification of problem to implementation time, and ultimately enable better outcomes on projects, and at a wider level mean that we're delivering higher sustainability, better productivity, and meeting those development aims that we have. So this is a short video just to show you how this works. You can see the website here, which is add.io. You can go in here and search for software. I'm looking for a software called Hectare, which is by Parametric Solutions. I found the software, it's here, but I've also found that I can test this environment in a virtual desktop. And from here, I can launch that desktop. You'll need a login for this, but that can be supplied if this is what you want to do. And then it launches, opens up the software, and then this can be tested in a virtual environment. So for this example, we're using a generative design piece of software to generate a housing development for a particular site and test the software out in this environment. Once we've done that, we can then say, okay, let's get the software assessment open, and that can be open quickly and easily, and that can start to be used to assess this software. So again, it's about consistency, and we could start saying, yeah, these are all the criteria it hits really well, these are the criteria it doesn't, and we've got a scoring 1 to 5 on here, which when you go down to the bottom starts to inform that weighted scoring, and you get that overall score from there. So this is obviously scoring differently depending on that weighting on there. And then this is will give you then a kind of a hierarchy of those scores. And from here, again, you would then move into the report writer builder and start building out that solution, that report for decision makers. So you can see adding in a title here. This is a super basic template for the moment, but we will update it to be much more automated in the future. But this is about demonstrating that we can have a consistent approach, and we can have a report which has very typical information recorded in a standardized way. So that scoring criteria we had has been brought into here as a spreadsheet, and it's automatically updated, and you can see the scores. Then users are able to put qualitative information in here for the results to say how they found the software in itself, and then here you can see the outcome of that is a PDF report, which is all about getting that in front of decision makers and saying, look, we've done a really thorough review. Please let's move forward and purchase this software. So we're really excited about that. That's the workflow that we think is the right way to move forward, and it's really innovative, unique, and it doesn't exist elsewhere. Like I say, the platform is the major thing, and then on that platform we can build these different software solutions, the testing, reviewing, and reporting option. In addition to this, we think there's an opportunity to create what we call a tech stack of kind of certified solutions, where we know that certain software will work together in a seamless way. And in the old days, you used to have one authoring tool, but we know now that we have multiple different things we need to achieve on projects, whether it's sustainability, carbon assessment, modeling, freeform modeling, and then document creation as well. So looking at the array of tools that are out there for us, there are some real opportunities to essentially unlock that potential between the software. And the idea is to be much more open source about this, and allow information and data to move seamlessly between these different solutions. So you can see here, the idea is that we've got a number of different solutions, with ArchiCAD being our backbone in terms of BIM authoring software, but we can use ViewCity to do your site identification. SiteSolve will do generative design based on that site perimeter boundary. We can use software like Preoptima to then assess the carbon footprint and the embodied carbon of that scheme. Then you move on to the next level of detail. We use Rhino for facade modeling and developing, much more kind of complex geometry. Speckle is an amazing connector between software, which will then get that information into ArchiCAD. And then you can start transferring information via IFC into Cope, which is a offsite construction software, which will convert IFC files into product-based data, so that can be scheduled and created drawings from that. So that's one example. The other example is software like this. So you have Spatio as a generative design software again. You could then use Rayon, which is very, very much for early stage interior design plans in 2D and layouts, but automating and using AI within that to create much faster kind of workflows within it. One-click LCA is a low carbon calculator, so you can assess the carbon criteria of that. And then again, moving into SnapTrue to do much more kind of free-form modeling and development. And again, they have an integration straight into Revit, which again is that backbone piece of software. But then you might use Swap to create your drawing production from there. And then an offsite manufactured home builder like Facet Homes, who would then take that information and automate the production of that building on site or in their factory off site. And then Satori will do the data and asset management over the life cycle of that project. So these are just examples, but there are some real opportunities to build up these really interesting ecosystems that we can then bundle together as a package, essentially. And the idea behind all of this is that we are fostering innovation within the industry. We're supporting those construction technology companies in the way that they do things. We're using the future AEC software specification to actually support consistency between those. And behind all of this, it's about being better, faster, and more profitable, more sustainable. Anything where we are increasing the quality and the way that we work within the construction industry is going to be a benefit. So we're looking at workflows, we've got those identified, and those solutions discovery is much improved with a platform approach with the ad marketplace, and again consistency and assessment across all of that. So in terms of what's next in the program, what we're looking to do is to grow the ad marketplace. So if you're a software vendor watching this, please get in touch and we put your software on there. If you're a small developer of software, or if you create plugins, and please get in touch as well. We'd love to have your solutions on there. The payment system is set up to make that quick and easy for you, so you don't have to set that all up yourself, and you can get in front of qualified people who are professionals in this area looking for your solutions. We want to maintain that growth over the long term, and if you had feedback, then please get in touch. We are launching the VDI sandpit later this year, so if you do want to use this, then please get in touch, and this will be a sandpit area for users to test this quickly and easily, and will be on a pay per hour basis, so it makes this really cost effective. And then in terms of the AEC software framework, we've got the assessment, but we do know that we want more feedback on it. So we are creating a focus group to start getting feedback on that to refine it. So that probably will have qualitative and quantitative data in there, so we can get that feedback from users in the field, and it will be developed and upgraded on a consistent basis. And we want to partner with construction technology companies as well, so that if they want to access that and see what it looks like, we'd be delighted to have them on board. So the call to action is very much about go to the marketplace, have a look, register your products, register as a user, go in there and keep searching that, because products are being added on a consistent basis. If there are certain categories that you want to see, please get back to me and let me know what they may be. We're adding new ones all the time as and when we get new software that come up. And then for that review criteria, please get in touch about the focus group if you'd like to be involved with that. My email is at the bottom of here, alistair@ad.io, and you can contact me and be added to that focus group. There'll probably be a couple of ones to use on that. And then if you want to use the virtual environment, again, get in touch and we will talk through how to do that and which software you're looking to test quickly and easily. So in summary, please go to the ad marketplace, have a look, find out more. There's a link here and you can use the QR code to go there as well. We've got some amazing products on there, which you can see here on the screen. Delighted to have so many of them with us. And this does include services as well. So some of these companies are services within the construction technology sector. So they might be developing apps supporting you in that consultancy as well with solving your problems. So go there, have a look and find out more. Have a look at the future AEC software specification. This is online. You can access that quickly and easily. And it's free to read through all of those resources, and I'd highly recommend that. And if you want to find out more about me and get in touch, then please email me about the focus group. I'd love to have you on board. I think that would be really great to get your feedback on there. So that's me for today. I think we're going to have questions after this, so I look forward to being here to have those as well. But thanks very much for your time. Delighted to be able to share this with you. Thanks a lot.